my, carnivore horror. I have been on carnivore for just about 2 years now, and it's been going really good, except recently, or lately, I should say. Uh, Everybody else around me, their diet's having to be changed. My husband doesn't want to do keto anymore, but I'm still trying to keep him keto, basically. And so he's good with that as long as he gets to have some of his pleasures that he enjoys. And my family that was also doing keto, uh, they've changed diets because of situations in their lives. I'm not changing my diet. As you all know, I have high cholesterol, and I think I may have trouble with my thyroid, but getting into a doctor uh, has been ridiculous. I finally found a naturopath, but I happened to call them too late. They were going to go on a uh, hiatus, or whatever you want to call it. Uh, they were taking a vacation, and they're not going to be back till September. So in September, I'm going to try to make connection with them again. So in the meantime, I've been doing a lot of my own research, and I'm still very strict carnivore most of the way. Uh, but I've been given a little bit of loopholes to it, only because in studying about the thyroid, I found that the thyroid needs some carbs. And so I've allowed myself uh, 100 carbs a day, which is, I forget what the percentage is, but it's a very low percentage to my fat protein. And I don't even get that much in. I'm most of the time get just around 10, and I might go, if I happen to have blueberries every once in a while, like maybe once a week, I'll have 3.5 ounces of blueberries, and I forget what the amount is for carbs, but it's very low. I am back to having cream in my coffee. Today is the day. And I'm having 2 tablespoons, a tablespoon and a half, 2 tablespoons, depending on how dark the coffee is. And so, yes, a little bit of carbs are adding up, but still, most of the time, I'm well under 40 and 50. It's a lot lower than I expected that it would be. I set it at 100 because somebody that I had listened to said you should be getting at least 100 grams, I think it was, a day. And so I set mine for that. And anyways, basically that's it. I mean, every once in a while, like we had a holiday roll around just a while ago. No, it was Father's Day. And instead of the kids buying a apple pie, I said, hey, I'll make an apple pie. And so I made an apple pie. It was sugar-free. It was, we didn't even use stevia in it. And it came out good, but I used a real crust because, I don't know, apple pie just doesn't look the same without a real crust on it. And another thing about apple pie is I like my apple pie with sharp cheddar cheese on it. And we didn't do it that day, but a few weeks later, we happened to have apple pie, and we had some sharp cheddar cheese on the top, melted, of course, on that nice hot pie, and it was good. So yes, I am not. Everybody's going to get upset and say, well, you're not strict carnivore, and I'm not, because for right now, until I get this thyroid checked, I want to take some precautions. The Lord gives us wisdom. He gives us common sense. He gives us intuition. He gives us knowledge. He gives us everything, but we have to learn how to use it. And you've heard me say, even when I've been doing the carnivore real strict, do it the best way that you can for you. Because we're all different, and we all have different needs, and we all have different expectations or what have you. Again, I'm not worried about my cholesterol numbers because I've always been a very healthy person. And when I researched about the high cholesterol, basically the higher the cholesterol, the less sick you are. So I give that benefit of not ever having a whole lot of sickness to the fact that my cholesterol is high, and that's a good thing. Now with the thyroid, I did test it by keeping my temperature for 2 months, and the temperature is always below 97.5. most of the, well, every day it was below 97.5. It would be 96, drop down to 95, I think, a couple of times. Which, from what I understand, then that means there is some kind of a thyroid issue. But I'm not going to doctor myself. I bought some Crow's iodine, I think that's what it's called, to have on hand. I was going to start using it, but then I read where you shouldn't be using it unless you know you should be using it, because it can create problems and put your thyroid out of balance if you really don't need it. So I'm on a teeter-tot. I mean, when I was a little kid, I liked being on the teeter-tot, but I don't, as an adult, like being on the teeter-tot, because I just want the land to get stable and stay stable. And so that's my story for today. I just thought, you know what, I haven't done a carnivore video in a while, and I do have a lot of people who come out for my videos, and I do appreciate that, and I appreciate your support. And if you happen to be like me and you're having a little bit of a crisis going on, and for lack, I don't want to give up carnivore. That's it. I've told my family I'm staying with carnivore. Now, if I have to bend it just a little bit for right now, then I'm going to bend it. But when I find out where this thyroid is at and what's going on in this body, then I'm going to go back on my carnivore strict, and I'm eating a lot more fat now. I eat more fat than I do protein, and I don't have my chart here, so I can't tell you what the numbers are, but I have it on my it's not Carb Master, it's another one of those apps, and I keep track of it. I don't have to, but I like to. I'm the visual person. I like to see, and I like to, you know, see what the numbers are, how I'm doing, so on. So anyways, I can't think of anything else, but I've had it on my mind to do a carnivore video for a few weeks now, and I thought, you know what, today is the day. Today's the day. So I made myself my mushroom coffee and put my cream in it with a little bit of stevia, and I'm sitting down here now having this video chat with you to share with you my carnivore experience. And like I said, for those of you that are out there that are having some of these issues, let me know what happened for you or what you chose to do. And another comment I want to make is, a lot of people have told me it's nice to have some of the older, the more mature adults coming on and doing carnivore videos, because most of them are being done by young, healthy people. And we, as we get older, do have issues that we deal with. No matter, I've kept my diet pretty well good throughout my life, but yet still we have some yo-yo symptoms of things going on, because this body does start to deteriorate. However, like I said before, I'm going to live to be 100. There's no stopping me, because now that I'm on carnivore and doing my best to stick to it, and so if I have a Dunkin' Donut blueberry muffin every now and then, or a piece of apple pie, I'm not going to put myself on a guilt trip. I don't feel guilty. I just feel like I want to enjoy with my family in the moment, and if it means making a bit of a sacrifice, I can make a bit of a sacrifice. I'm not going to eat the whole pie, but I'm going to have a piece, and I'm going to enjoy every bite of it. And I'm not going to want it every day or every month even. My husband wants a treat. I told him I'd give him a treat once a month, and sometimes I find myself giving him a treat a little extra, but that's because he feels like he's being deprived. He likes his sweets. I'm not a sweet person. I am a sweet person, but I'm not a sweets person. And so I just want to eat to be healthy. I want to eat to stay fit. I want to eat to have a clarity of mind. And that's another thing I found on carnivore since I've been doing that. And now with eating more fat, less protein, keeping the carb way down low, like I said, usually below 50. Then when I do that, I'm not having the brain fog so much anymore. I used to have it so much, and I'd be going, what in the world? What was I doing? What was I going to do? Why did I come here? And I would put myself in a frustration thinking about all these questions I was asking myself, and what was I doing? But now I've told my husband I don't have that. anymore. I find my mind clearing up. I find my concentration even. I've always been one to concentrate pretty good, but now I even find my concentration to be better when I'm studying or listening to other videos or watching a movie or whatever. So anyways, that's my video for today is, oh my, carnivore horror. Because I know some of you are going to say, lady, you missed the boat. You're doing it wrong. But you know what? I'm going to do it this way until I can finally get in and find out what's going on with this thyroid, if I need help with it or if I don't need help with it. And I'll talk to you later. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed yet to my channel, please subscribe. And if you want to help keep my energy level up and keep me going, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee app on here. And you're welcome to buy me a coffee. I'm not saying you have to. That's not a part of coming to visit. But people asked me how they could help support me. So I thought, well, I'll put up Buy Me a Coffee. And since I put that up, nobody's doing it. But that's okay. It's there for those of you who just say, hey, you know what? I think she needs a coffee. So buy me a coffee if you like. Like I say, I'm doing mushroom coffee now. Costs a little more to buy it, but I like it. It's healthier for me. It's been really good for my gut because it's really straightened a lot of stuff out there as far as my gut goes. And I'm using the special blend for the gut brain made by, I can't even think of it. Somatic, I think it is. Anyways, I'm going to let you go. That's the end of this video, and I'll stop rambling. Be blessed. Have a wonderful day, and thanks for stopping by. And by the way, leave me a smile, because I love your smile. It's wonderful. Be blessed. Bye.